We often overestimate how much joy we will feel from good events and how much misery bad events will cause. We are not great at predicting what will make us happy. When we tie our joy to external outcomes, we create distance from the present moment. Life has its own way of dropping the balls where we least expect it. Your power lies in how you respond. The trap of if only thinking. True happiness lies within. Hello, this is Fatima. Welcome to Wisdom of Persia. Do you ever catch yourself thinking, if only this one thing would happen, I'd finally be happy? Whether it's about health, relationship, or success, many of us live in this cycle of if only thinking. But what if I told you that true happiness isn't tied to those external changes? In today's video, we will explore how this mindset limits us and discover the deeper secret to lasting joy. What is if only thinking? Most of us have experienced this. If only I would get my health back, I will feel complete. If only I'd meet the perfect partner, life would be amazing. If only I'd lose the extra weight, I'd finally be confident. It's the belief that our happiness depends on a specific event or change in our external world. But does it really work that way? Let's talk about it. We often imagine happiness coming from external changes, yet even when those changes happen, they don't bring the satisfaction we expected. But why? The science behind our misjudgment. Research shows that we are not great at predicting what will make us happy. For example, lottery winners, after the initial excitement, are no happier than those who didn't win. Paraplegics often return to the same level of happiness as those who can walk. We often overestimate how much joy we will feel from good events and how much misery bad events will cause. This is called affective forecasting. Our minds trick us into thinking this will change everything, but in reality, it rarely does. The deeper truth about happiness. Here's the key teaching. True happiness doesn't depend on anything outside of us. When we tie our joy to external outcomes, we create distance from the present moment. Think about it. Every time we think, I need this to be happy, we lean forward into the future, disconnected from the now. But true love, creativity, and freedom only exist in the present moment. Happiness isn't about removing desires or giving up on goals. It's about realizing that your peace doesn't rely on those desires being fulfilled. Practical steps to break free from if only thinking. Pause and reflect. Next time you catch yourself in if only mode, ask, is this really the key to my happiness? Can I find peace right now without this change? Embrace the present moment. Practice mindfulness or meditation to ground yourself in here and now. Remind yourself that joy is possible, even without the perfect conditions. Focus on internal fulfillment. Explore activities that brings you happiness from within, like creative hobbies, helping others, or self-care practices. Build a mindset of gratitude for what you already have. The truth is, happiness has always been within you. The next time you think, if only this would change, remember, you don't need to lean forward into the future to find joy. Instead, lean into the present. Now I want to talk about what do we do when life doesn't go as planned. How can we find peace amidst chaos? I want to share a story that illustrates how to adapt when life goes off course. One of my favorite stories took place in India decades ago, during British colonial rule. The English, in their quest to establish a golf course in Calcutta, faced a very peculiar problem: monkeys. These playful creatures would invade the course, snatch the golf balls, and toss them around, much to the frustration of the golfers. Determined to solve the issue, they tried various methods. First, they built high fences around the course, but the monkeys easily climbed them. Next, they attempt to lure the monkeys away, perhaps with bananas or other tricks. However, for every monkey they lured away, a dozen more seemed to show up. In desperation, they tried trapping and relocating the monkeys, but the problem persisted. It seemed like the monkeys were there to stay, undeterred by the human efforts. Finally, the golfers came up with a novel rule: play the ball wherever the monkey drops it. This approach transformed the game. Rather than fighting against the chaos, they embraced it. This story holds a profound lesson about life. Sometimes the only way to find peace is to accept things as they are and adapt. Life, much like that golf course, doesn't always cooperate. We often have plans and expectations, wanting things to unfold just as we imagine. But life has its own way of dropping the balls where we least expect it. We face personal challenges, illness, loss, addiction, unexpected setbacks like divorce or job loss. On a global scale, tragedies like natural disasters, conflicts, or widespread hunger reminds us of how unpredictable and uncontrollable life can be. But here's the key teaching: it's not about what happened, it's about how we respond. We can't always change the circumstances, but we can decide how to move forward. When life's monkeys drop the ball where we don't want it, we have two choices: resist and suffer, or adapt and grow. True peace and freedom come from accepting what is and finding a way to play the game, no matter where the ball lands. So, the next time life drops a ball where you don't want it, remember the golfers in Calcutta. Pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself, this is where the ball is now. Your power lies in how you respond. Would you rather resist the monkeys or embrace their mischief? The choice is yours. We can say, I release the need to wait for external changes to feel happy. I find joy and peace in this present moment. True happiness begins within me, not outside of me. So, here's today's story. Thank you so much for being with me today. My name is Fateme Kazemi, and welcome to Wisdom of Persia.